Welcome back to another episode of Instant Roleplay on Instant Replay Live. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and we are picking up where we left off last session. Our players have regathered around the table to enter the ancient elven burial grounds near the town of Mud Hill. The town is wrought with the undead, and their hero, a man named Hrothgar, has gone into these woods days ago looking for a cure to remove the plague of undeath and has disappeared, and our heroes are looking for him for their own reasons. Players, what you see before you is a clearing in the elven woods. These dead, old, withered trees, life has been pulled from them when the waters receded from this land. Storms have moved away because they're sort of drawn to the coast as well, and there just hasn't been enough life here to support this forest. You've passed through this strange and clearly supernatural fog to enter into what was an ancient elven burial ground, and almost getting yourselves completely lost, you have re-emerged into this open clearing, this very carved out almost portion of the wood. There are passages, it seems, or trails leading into the woods all around you, every direction out of this place, but there is also a creature here.
Like right in front of us?
Right in front of you. Similar to what you saw in the town when you first entered, it is one of these red-skinned lizard folk with feathery necks, like vulture-like feather collars and black feathers down its body. It sees you, immediately panics, and takes a shot throwing its spear at one of you. And I'm going to just pick the fighter, who is right in front of the party. He chucks it at you with an 18. Does that hit your current armor class?
Yeah.
All right. So just a dead-on shot, throws it, hits you for 7 points of damage, jamming this thing like probably into your thigh where it kind of arcs and lands. And then it immediately panics, realizing that was probably a mistake, and it takes off running into the mist, into the trail ahead.
Ah! What the hell? What the hell was that? Where the hell are we? What the hell is going on?
Oh, I think that was a spear. I've seen those before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a spear. Why did that guy just throw a spear at me? What are we doing here?
I assume it's because he wanted to hurt you.
Yeah. On that note, can we maybe take the spear out and, hey man, I've got a couple good berries that can probably make you feel better.
I don't want any more anything. I've had plenty of berries last night. In a different form. I'm done. All right. I have a hangover that I thought was going to kill me. Now I think this spear is going to kill me. What the hell is going on?
You know, it was your idea to come out here.
Why would I want to come out here?
To kill Hrothgar or whatever it was that you wanted to do.
Who is Hrothgar?
The guy that you wanted to beat up because he's a better good guy than you, apparently, or something.
Why would I want to beat up another good guy?
I don't know. This was your idea.
I believe there was talk of you becoming the gooder guy by inciting violence against him.
That's a stupid plan. That's a really stupid plan. Why?
That is your plan.
Yeah, I was drunk as hell. Why did you guys let me do that?
Well, we're one spear wound deep already, so we might as well keep going.
Yeah, I got to go get that guy.
To prove you're a better guy than him?
Wait, who are you talking about? I'm talking about the lizard guy. I don't know who this Rogar person is.
I'm talking about the lizard guy, too.
Okay, yeah, let's go get him.
Oh.
Oh my God!
And then we all sink into the ground and are dead forever. No one ever hears of us again.
Well,
Finn.
Whoops.
5 minutes in, episode over.
What was it called? The cataclysm? What was it called with all the earthquakes and whatnot?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It's happening again.
Okay. Whoops.
Also, I really enjoy how casual we are about our friend just getting attacked with a spear.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I suggested trying to heal him, and he was all like, I don't want this, I want to die instead.
He was like, I just got hit. And we're all like, oh, bummer.
All right, so the thing ran, we're going to call to the north ahead of you, but there are paths to either side of you as well. Is my understanding that you're trying to follow this thing, or you're trying to look around? What's your goal here?
Can we, I guess we want to follow it, right? Is that what everybody else wants to do?
Yeah, I think we should chase after him.
We could at least get some good information from him.
We should give him his spear back.
All right. Well, it went this way, so I think we got to go this way.
Okay, so you're chasing after him. You move forward into the mist. Suddenly, you are almost dizzy, lost again. You push forward, and you enter into another clearing, almost as if you've been transported there, as opposed to literally walking forward to it. In this clearing, there is a statue of an elven figure, some plant life that is growing in spite of the issues with the drought here in this region. And we're not going to put your figures on it, but that lizard folk is there on the opposite side. At this point, if you'd like to do anything,
I'd like to shoot him.
well, we're going to roll initiative to see what
Okay.
happens.
You got a 9.
I got a 4.
With my bonus, I've got 16.
Oh, what's my bonus? I probably have 19. Yep, I've got 19 with my bonus.
So you do have him in this clearing, and clearly you're moving faster than him. He is ready to bolt, but Nock and Gall will get to go before he does.
Okay, if I go first, then I'm going to take that spear that he threw into me, and I'm going to throw it back at him.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Nice.
a 21.
That is a definite hit. So, bloody spear flying back through the air at him. He looks like he wants to run, but it catches him. Now you roll your damage of a d6.
All right, so here's my d6. I got a 1 plus...
Add your... it should be dex, but I'm going to say you can go ahead and add your strength because you're close
Okay,
and
so
you're
it's
just
4,
like...
so it's like 5.
Yeah, I'm going to say you get that. So you just throw this thing, hurl it through the air. You hit it and you hear bones snap. Like when it crunches into this thing, it shrieks out. Its tongue does that like trilling, like warble in the air, and it wants to run, but before it can, Vaguely, you get to act.
That's right. You better not walk when you hear the knock.
Oh, God.
Back
Rhyming
to my old
phrases,
gladiator
that's-
days.
I'm just going to put my face in my hands and shake it slowly.
I kind of don't want to shoot him now.
Yeah, you're his hype man.
Sorry, Bagley, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot him. Do I have a plus with anything, or
You're using a gun, so we go over to your character sheet. We look at your pistol has a +5.
oh, okay, then yeah, so 14.
You're just shy. You're literally hitting armor. He puts up like his tiny shield, and it explodes into splinters. But it has deflected the bullet enough that he is able to get away. So he has another javelin on him.
Son of a gun.
Oh, well, he throws at Vaguely, but maybe the loud explosion of the gun, the splintering shield, makes him miss. It tosses limply into the grass somewhere, and he runs again into the woods.
I'll take that.
So you're standing there, the clearing kind of, the sound ringing out, maybe some birds flutter off from the woods somewhere from the gunshot, and now it's gone into the mist.
So where we're standing, does it look like there are 4 paths we can go?
It does, once again. It looks like the trees are marking off 4 ways you can travel again.
As we get close to any of the directions, do we hear the faint hint of a song?
I was just thinking that.
Can I look at this statue? Like, is it like? Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Can I like observe it and see if I know anything about it?
So it seems to be a sort of elven figure. It's sort of simple carving out of stone. It has this sort of moss growing into it that forms like they've carved in elven runes into it, and moss has filled in the cracks of those runes, so it has this green fill to it, and that just represents more of its connection to life in this area. Whereas the drought has killed all of the forest around this, there's still something magical to this, something keeping it alive.
Yeah, I'd like to do an Arcana check if I can.
Yep, make your roll.
All right.
How would they feel about murlocs running around in the woods here?
12?
Well, I wouldn't call these murlocs, but it depends on what their relationship is with them, right? So for your 12, you don't detect any active magic in it. It's almost more like the entire area has been blessed. And so the magic of whatever is treating this land is also benefiting the plants. But the statue itself is not giving you anything.
Hey, was it just because the tile was like this in the last place, or was there a statue in the last place as well?
Yeah.
You can recall that there was a statue in the last place.
Okay. I think these statues might actually be important of some kind. So.
What's with this plant in the middle?
Oh.
There's a glowing plant in the middle.
I wouldn't call it glowing so much, but that is
Okay.
like the model that it kind of makes it seem
All right.
luminous. But it's just vibrant. It's this vibrant little flower. It's something you, as a druid especially, wouldn't expect to see growing with the weather that they've had in this region.
Yeah. Can I, could I like inspect that with something like, like survival
Knowledge,
or
nature,
something?
Survival would help. Yep.
Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
24.
Nice. Absolutely.
Nat 20. Woo!
Given that it is this single lone flower, you would normally be hesitant to try to pick it because, it's sort of this druidic balance thing. You wouldn't want to take the last of a living thing. However, with a nat 20, I'm going to give you that you could definitely not only sort of prune this a little bit and keep it alive, but you could then take the leaves and boil them into like a tea or something as a poison remedy.
Oh.
Ooh, I am super gonna do that.
And the market value.
So you clip a few of the flowers off, you leave the plant alive, and you can make that later.
Cool.
Or even if they were chewed on, I suppose. So you don't even have to really make anything. You just basically have an antidote.
Okay, sweet. Poison antidote. Woo.
What you got there, Era? What'd you find?
I found this plant that we should be able to use as a poison antidote if we run into trouble in the future.
Oh, that seems
Figured it would be helpful.
valuable.
Indeed. If you value your life.
Yeah, everything has a price, I guess.
All right. Do you want to keep chasing this guy? He's kind of hurt one of us.
So we did definitely come in here looking for something, and we did definitely find ourselves chasing spear-throwing lizards through an ancient elven magical forest. I mean, I can't be the only one that totally knows that there's something weird going on in here, right? Like, we're all aware of that?
A little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, sure.
I don't even know what's happening.
Do we keep... Well, that's not new. But do we keep chasing the lizard? Or do we try and find our way to wherever it is that we were trying to go in the first place?
I kind of think we should still go after that lizard. He seems like he knows where he's going, but I want to try one more thing. Can I, can I see if there's, a button or something on this thing? Or, manhandle the statue?
Her Arcana check. Are you talking about the statue itself?
The statue itself. I want to,
her Arcana check would let her know that or at least that she didn't find a button. You could make a perception check.
Excuse me, my character is male. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Goes by pronouns he and him.
I'm so sorry.
You have to activate the statue with wrestling.
Put a little something in the adventure for everybody. You could try to check it with a perception or whatever you want to try. Certainly before we go.
Can I move it? Or try
you can give it a shot.
All right, I want to try to move this statue.
Just be a straight strength check.
Roll for suplex.
Roll for pin, and I got a 18, 14 plus 4, so 18.
All right, so you give it your best Legend of Zelda try, and you're certainly dislodging. It is the base of this thing is in the ground. It is seated down into the dirt. So your strength is enough that you're pushing it and you're lifting up dirt and sort of cracking the surface, but you don't get the impression that you're intended to do that.
Can I keep trying anyways?
You can topple the statue, absolutely, yeah.
These are super hallowed ancient elven woods, and the first thing we did coming in here is cut a plant and try to tear a statue out of the ground.
Yeah. He didn't try to tear it out of the ground. He succeeds. I mean, he just topples this thing over. There's a big uprooted piece of dirt at its base, and the statue is face down now.
Whoops.
I don't think that did anything. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Let's maybe keep following
this
lizard guy and see if we can find anything out.
You're specifically following the lizard?
Let's follow the lizard.
Okay. When you enter this next clearing, you catch sight of your lizard folk friend again across the way. However, this time he is dragging a wounded leg and sees you, understands that death is almost certainly going to follow, and he takes off running. You can roll. Well, then we'll keep your same initiative. So it's who was next in that order?
I think Karen was last, so it would be Hobie.
Yeah, I'm last.
Hobie is next. Yeah. So Hobie, you have an action, but you can tell he's getting ready to go.
Okay. Let me make double sure I know what I'm about to do here. Look up to rules for this. Okay, I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
I'm going to say, hey, chill! Quit throwing spears and running around and whatnot. These are ancient, hallowed elven grounds, okay? Come over here, we just want to talk.
And he makes a will save, I assume? Wisdom save, rather?
Yes. DC 13.
I don't think he's going to make it. No, he will not. So, with a 9, a glaze washes over his eyes. He stares at you, and he's still, like, leaning towards the runaway, but he stops. His heart is beating in his chest, and he looks at you, and he says, "You will kill."
I mean, I probably won't, but you're not wrong. Let's just talk for a second here.
No, you will kill, and he's pointing at you, and probably largely pointing at Nock at this point.
Yeah, Nock, could you offer him the ceremonial restraint of friendship?
Yeah, I mean, he threw a spear at me, so I was just giving it back. I thought that's what friends do.
Very neighborly of you.
If you don't kill, I'll talk.
I mean, that sounds fair to me. Everyone cool with that? Are we all good?
I like how you
Absolutely.
from your microphone. That's funny. Yeah, I won't kill him.
No, are you going to hurt him? We need to be specific here.
I'm not going to do anything that he doesn't do to me first.
Okay, but like he did stab you once already. I just want to make sure you're not going to stab him again.
I'm not going to stab him again. He's
okay. All right.
That's taken care of.
Good. Okay, let's talk.
Can I approach this lizard guy slowly and carefully? Mm-hmm. As a peace offering, give him my 2 remaining good berries?
He will, he's too cautious, if you're holding them out, he's too cautious to run up and take them. And he says, "You are lizardkin?"
Of a sort. We are only here to talk.
But you are like us?
Of a sort. I promise you, these will help heal your wounds, son. We only want to talk.
It'll come up and it'll like sniff the air with its tongue, flicking it a few times, and then it'll snag them and pull back and pop them into its mouth, and you can see the wound start to stitch itself a little bit. It says, "Why are you allied with softskins?"
I say,
"That is
buddy,
our word."
There's nothing soft about this, and I throw up one of my guns up into the air and flex it.
Damn.
This kind has done me no wrong, and I wish to learn more about the world, and they are helping me with that. They
are weaklings. They are. And then he looks at Nock when he says that, like, oh god. And they are cursed. Their dead are killing them.
And we are trying to stop their dead from killing them, which is why we'd like to talk to you. If you have any information at all about what's happening, or why, or how we can fix it, we would be greatly in your debt.
No. You cannot stop them. There are greater masters at work.
Do you know anything about these greater masters?
They give us the blood power.
Oh, we're playing the pronoun game. Fun. Who are they?
The chiefs know. The shamans know. I do not know.
Where can they be found?
We have taken these woods for our own. Keeps the softskins out. They're scared.
Okay, I think I know what the problem is. I think you're actually the reason why the dead's coming up, because do you know anything about this forest?
This forest is a good home.
Yeah, you guys really need to respect the culture of these elves. I mean, how many statues have you come in here and ripped out of the ground?
Yeah,
already?
I just walked in here and there's a statue knocked over, and I have to assume that was not always like that.
What the hell, dude?
He's just like looking back and forth like, I'll go now. You run on.
I mean, we're going your way, so may as well go together, right?
No, you cannot go my way. They will kill you. Buddy,
I don't think anything's gonna kill us. I think we're gonna be all right.
Well, you have to let me go. You said kill me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you. We're friends now, right?
He's not quite ready to answer that.
We did just insult their statue destroying skills. So, we probably need to ask these chieftains about who they are. They in quotations, I should say, which means we should maybe follow this guy but
Oh, we're absolutely following this guy. It's
No,
just,
follow me. No.
Yeah, we're not going to follow you. We're going to go together.
no, we're
You're
definitely
kinda-
not going to follow you. Yeah, we're just
you're
going to
gonna-
follow you.
I mean, we go together, we follow him, or we kill him, because we can't let him go.
I lead you to chieftains, I die. You no kill me, you promised.
Well, that would be by proximity. That wouldn't be us killing you.
Also, as a technicality, I didn't promise anything, so I can kill you all I want.
That's
Yeah,
also
that
very
guy's-
fair.
That guy is crazy.
Yeah,
he
my
killed a
word
horse.
really doesn't mean much.
He killed our horse that we could have saved.
I mean, we did make a profit off of that in the end, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good choice, but...
Hey, how do you feel about horse meat?
He's starting to inch his way across here, backing up. And he's shaking his head. No. You chase me, you get me killed. I don't
Look,
deal
we're
with
gonna-
soft skins. Chieftains would not approve.
Nock, do you think you could get to him in time and grapple him?
I have the next turn, so I totally probably could if initiative's still going.
Yeah, you can make your attack roll on him.
All right, so like I said, all right, we're not going to kill you. And then I rush him and like try to pin him.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Okay. Oh, and I do a very good job.
It doesn't look so great from over here. Well, that's perfect for my narrative. So, so you loom over him, kind of slowly stepping up. He gets the sense of what's happening. The suggestion is not going to hold him when he thinks his life is in threat. And you dive after him. He dives away. He actually dives into this large pile of brush. And after you hit the ground, you hear a skittering away and then silence.
Well, I was trying to give a peace offering before you tackled him.
That is true.
So,
It was a good distraction.
Strike while the berries
All
are
right. Well, so he said something about a they chieftains.
Yeah, chieftains know more about the ambiguous pronouns that we need to find out
yes,
about.
I agree. So I think we should follow him, but I also do feel some kinship with his kind, and I don't want him to get into trouble if we can avoid it.
Well,
So I want to be clear. He didn't run out of the tile. He didn't go into the
Yeah.
woods. He dove into the brush here.
Oh, he's
This,
still
uh,
here.
Oh,
Well, I was kind of assuming there was a tunnel under there, so I kind of want to dig through there and see what's up.
Yeah, so you pull it away, and you do find an extremely narrow tunnel, the kind of thing that something that could compress its body very slimly could get through, but not any of you save for maybe the gnome.
how about
Or
a
halfling,
halfling?
excuse me. Yeah, halfling. The halfling
God.
you could squeeze down there, but you're talking about a very tight dirt tunnel, even for you, and being alone.
Oh, good luck.
I don't think that's a good idea to go down there.
I don't either. I don't want to be the guy to go down there with nothing but like a pistol and a grenade, and, like my underwear.
Wait, do we have a grenade? We can go down there then if you had one.
I don't think we have a grenade.
Era, do you have some sort of spell? This is something that we used to do whenever we'd have, like, when we're trying to set up our gladiator zone, whenever we'd come to towns, they'd usually give us an empty field, and there was always all these, like prairie. Is there something in this world like prairie mouse or gophers or anything like that?
Sure. Yeah, of course. Normal animals all exist.
Dire gophers.
Okay, so if we had problems with gophers or prairie mouse and stuff like that, we would just fill the holes with water and get them to come out and kill them. So do you have something that maybe we could fill this hole up and, make them come back out or see where this goes?
Probably not of a considerable volume enough.
Yeah, not enough, because all I have is Druidcraft, which is really small,
Yeah.
effect.
I could pour a glass of water down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we can try water. That's, a less, horrible way, or we could smoke them out. I'm not really ready to do that one. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
How far, looking down into the hole, does it, just go too far? Or is there, can you see a turn at any point? Can we see a turn at any
You
point?
probably see a number of turns. Well, only you can't see so many, but it does turn. It probably twists a lot down there.
And it doesn't go just, straight down.
No. It's basically a snake hole that is for a larger snake.
Right.
How would you guys feel about me splitting from the party and turning into a small animal and searching this tunnel to see where it leads.
And we just
Well-
wait here? I mean, I guess...
Even if you did manage to get out on the other side, I don't know that any of us are familiar enough with this area to understand exactly where that is in relation to where we are right now. So even if you did come back, it'd be very difficult for you to tell us exactly where it leads.
Fair.
Wait, what if the both of you go? If you go into a small animal and you, Devyn, what if you go with him?
We could probably manage that.
That way you can use your smooth talking skills and try to distract them long enough to escape if you have to.
This sounds exceedingly dangerous. I love it. Let's do it.
It's better than my idea.
And Gall and I guess we can sit up here and prepare or something. I still got a hangover, and in all honesty, I'd love to just nap.
I can fill you in a bit on what happened.
Gall, how much do you trust me? Can I borrow a gun?
You want to borrow my gun? No, you cannot borrow my gun.
Okay, all right. Think about it, though. I'm about to squeeze
and I've
into
decided.
a tiny hole with no defenses whatsoever. It's very dark, it's very cramped, and I'm probably going to be following a gopher the entire time.
It's very dark, it's very cramped, and you're more likely to shoot yourself as you go down.
You're
than
not
you are do
exactly
anything else.
wrong, but I might shoot somebody else too.
If you try and take my gun, I'll shoot you, so that's the decision here.
Okay, all right, that sounds fair.
Also, I kind of think that maybe we should take a look at this table in the middle, this table-looking thing in the middle of this area.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's
Kinda
another
feel like-
statue here that we could rip out of the ground too. Respectfully.
I didn't rip it out of the ground. I pushed it out of the ground. It's kind of different.
Okay, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your craft.
What's this table, DM?
This table is a broken stone table covered in runic symbols. I need to know who is looking at it and if we're actually enacting the tunnel plan before we go any further, though.
Oh yeah, I'm probably going in the tunnel.
I just wanted to see what our options were before they went into the tunnel, and then while they're gone, we didn't get ambushed by something we could have prepared for up here.
Yeah, let's kind of explore the clearing fully before we decide we're gonna disappear into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then the runes are certainly elven carvings, but they are druidic runes that only a druid would be able to read. It is the secret language of the druids.
Ah, hello.
Glad I said something. Oh man, would have been screwed.
Hi. Okay,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, did I notice that, or did somebody else notice that?
Well, I mean, now that you've decided to stay and check the clearing, I'm saying that to you as well.
You'll say that I would have seen that. Okay, can I read what the druidic runes say, please?
As
and
it happens,
and have me read it out loud to everybody.
The table is broken, so in order to interpret the table, you're going to need to make either some way to logic out what these missing runes are from the broken pieces, or perhaps some way to repair the table.
So are the pieces scattered around in the clearing, or are they just totally missing?
They're pieces that are totally missing, just too broken to read.
Okay. Well, I know that I cannot fix something this broken. Does anybody else have any ideas? I can't read this unless if it's more complete.
Not at all. There's not a few words here and there that you can.
She can definitely read a few words here and there, and it's not so much a direct one-to-one words. They're words that have meaning, but they're not it's not a message, I guess, directly. It is a sort of infused druidic magic for gathering and peace and harmony shared between people.
Sounds kind of useless for us then.
Was that being relayed to us?
Yeah. Assume
yeah.
that I've read whatever I could understand out loud.
Wow. You can feel the history here. Can you imagine how many weird druidic orgies happened on this very spot?
Does it look like it's wedged in? Is it stuck there?
There's some
Can it be
kind of
moved by knock?
foundation. Some kind of foundation, but knock could definitely lift it.
All right. Can I see if there's anything underneath the table?
It's in the ground. I'm saying there's a foundation in the ground.
Oh,
So you're ripping it out of the ground if you're moving it.
Knock, I bet you can't lift that table.
Well, I bet you might be right. You're probably right.
Did you only end up with
a
a 10? Yeah.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you give it all your heave-ho and you crack the dirt a little bit, but the foundation goes deep enough that it doesn't come up. And
Boy, they don't build
and you are
statues like
left.
this table, do they?
Not anymore.
It's a bigger table than the statues too. It's heavier. Big stone table, cracked in places, broken in places, but still heavy.
Do you want to go pick up that statue that's near here just to kind of reaffirm your strength and feel a bit better about yourself?
And the
I kinda
statue
feel
is
like
of an
I'm
elven
getting-
druid figure. It is what you see. His arm is kind of pointed out. He's like over the table, his arm out.
So you guys think I should push it into the table? Is that what I should try to do?
I think whatever helps you keep your confidence about not being able to lift up that table.
I think I'm going to conserve my strength for now. I think we should probably move the plot along.
You, like I said, you can either try to interpret the table or you could try to repair it. So you still haven't tried just like making a check to kind of guess at it. So what I would say for that,
Oh, okay. What kind of check do you think?
something wisdom based, probably even just a straight wisdom would be viable for you.
Okay. So wisdom plus.
But if you've got like a specific knowledge, like a knowledge religion or something that might play in, that would be better.
Would Arcana work?
Arcana would work, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that then. Oh,
Bam.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. We've got a 19.
Okay. So with what you can read, you are able to piece together the final pieces of this thing. You kind of guess at what would be reasonable druidic fill-ins for what's missing there. And when you do that, a light sort of flares out from the surface, and everyone who's standing around the table, which we'll assume is the whole party at this point, gets a +2 saving throw bonus for the next hour. You're sort of filled with this sense of camaraderie and hope that gives you some reason to go on. And also, the table had been sort of scattered with leaves and things like that. Some acorns on the table have become good berries. So you now have
Nice.
8 more
Aw.
good berries.
Yay.
Ooh, yay.
Can
Well, this
you
is
imagine
suspicious.
what would have happened if we'd lifted the table?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's kind of lucky that I didn't lift the table
what,
well.
Yeah.
what bonuses would we have gotten if you flipped it over and smashed it?
Yeah.
Get that magic out of there!
I know you're hiding in there.
But the intent of this table was sort of effectively, I mean, you're in these ancient elven burial grounds. It likely was some kind of family last rites, have a meal of camaraderie when we put our dead to rest kind of
Oh,
place.
nice.
Okay, so we're like properly in the burial grounds now,
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
say.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, are we ready to dive into a hole?
If you guys still think it's a good idea for us to do this, then I'm willing.
What kind of, is it stone or dirt? What kind of a hole is it?
The
I think
hole
it's
is
dirt.
very much just dirt. Yeah, something
Okay.
has tunneled through dirt. You're going in. It's actually the clay that Mud Hill gets its name from when you get a few feet down in. So
Ugh.
what
So
form are you
soft?
taking, Karen?
I'll be a lizard, because that's going to be the most inoffensive animal I could turn into.
Sure, yeah. So you go down easy, just kind of skittering down into the darkness. Your lizard eyes
Nice.
kind of adjust, and you can see your way, feel your way as needed. Hobie, you're going down you're squeezing. I mean, it is a
Am
tight
I
fit.
able to take any of my equipment with me? Like, how tight
Yeah,
is
it's not so tight that you need to unburden yourself entirely. Maybe you leave some of your bulkier pieces, but you're taking a weapon, I assume, and you're taking
Yeah.
whatever things like that you need, and that's part of what makes it such a tight fit.
Okay.
You're definitely not in fighting space, though.
Right.
You're shoulder to shoulder with the walls of this thing, and you're squeezing your way down in.
Knock. I need as much body oil as you can give me. I need to lube up.
Hold on. I go to Ruggles real quick, and I pull out my big industrial-sized bottle of body oil.
Dunk
and I say,
me.
God.
and I just grab him by the heel and dunk him in, all like a la Achilles.
Okay.
Fantastic.
How big is
Right.
this
I wanna,
bottle
like,
of oil?
Slip
industrial
down-
sized.
slip down into like just the bare minimum, like maybe an undershirt and like boxers, and then
Oh my
whatever I can carry on me.
And I
Okay.
when you strip down to your undershirt and boxers, I look at you and say, I think that still might be too much with that shirt on. Might want to
You're
pop
probably
that one off.
right.
Gonna have to pop that
Probably
off.
right. Okay, all right. I'm gonna lose the shirt and I'm gonna flex my tiny halfling pecs as hard as I can.
I
showing
nod
off now.
approvingly. I nod.
What's your
very
strength score?
approvingly.
My strength is 8. They're concave. They're
Yeah.
like negative pecs.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So,
dive into this hole and like use the clay to just give myself Rambo paint all over my face.
Yes, definitely. You're definitely getting that. You're coming out so dirty at the end of this.
Yes.
but it works
can
out
I-
well. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. I was gonna say, can I use my survival skill to kind of like track where our lizard friend has been going?
Yeah. Yes. You can make your roll to try to figure out in case you start to lose him. But
Okay.
yeah. That's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna go.
If only he
ahead.
hadn't healed him, he might be leaving blood everywhere.
Okay, 6 plus.
You might still be leaving blood everywhere. Those good berries only do like 1 point.
So 10.
A 10. What I'm going to say is you get a reasonable sense of where anything would have gone down here because there's only so much
Going on.
twisting. Yeah,
It's
there's
one
only so many
direction.
passageways. Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like this is kind of a direct route to somewhere as you
Okay.
squeeze and skitter your way through between the two of you. And what you end up coming to find is after traveling for a good bit and moving as silently as you can, you hear the hissing sound of draconic tongues ahead, the very lizard folk that you've been dealing with speaking something in their own language.
Okay, do I see an opening nearby?
You
Or do
you
I just
definitely
hear them talking?
I've given you the you hear them ahead first, and then you know how to get to them if you want to go that way, certainly.
Okay. I'm going to stop, and since I'm assuming I can't really talk when I'm in wild shape.
You cannot.
I cannot. Okay, can I just stop and like look back at Devyn and like sort of tilt my head questioningly, hopefully getting my point across?
So much grease and clay on this guy. He's just head to
I
toe
look like
covered in
like
cake.
a mud man. Yeah.
And so you just got like darkness and dark brown caking all over him, and just two big halfling eyes staring back
Just
at
a
you.
set of feral, wild eyes at this point.
And so he's looking.
and hoping that
and to be clear, Devyn does also hear the same hissing and such. So
yeah,
Okay.
but I can understand him just fine.
you don't understand. You understand him, yeah, but you can't.
Yeah, I just
communicate
don't
to him
understand the
verbally.
lizard people. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you probably have Draconic, right?
Yeah, actually I do.
So you'll probably hear some of what the lizard folk are saying,
Okay.
and you at least know some words that they're saying because they are speaking Draconic. Some of it is almost like a chanting, like a ritual chanting, and others are just like there's a cacophony of voices. You can hear chewing and probably like "give me that leg" and something like that. Like there's casual conversation going on and something else.
Okay. Can I cast Pass Without Trace while I'm in this form?
Yes, I think you can cast. Oh no, you can only cast the one spell. You can cast your healing spell while you're in animal form, but that's it.
Okay.
So
and I'm
you
assuming
cannot
it's
cast.
still too tight for me to go back to my regular size.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Hobie could cast a spell down here uncomfortably, but possibly. Like he could do it.
How big are you right now, like as a lizard, I guess?
I would say I'm
Just like
probably like
Gecko size or Komodo dragon?
I was thinking somewhere between the two. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I do have the ability to cast invisibility. I could get you up there invisibly so you could spy on them, and it
Ooh.
lasts up to an hour.
Okay, can
so you
I
could
like
do a fair bit of recon.
can I jump excitedly? And nod my little lizard head.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast invisibility on you, and I guess the trappings of this one will be, since I've spent a lot of time around Nock, I'm going to kind of wave my hand in front of my face and be like, "You can't see me," and then I'm going to cast invisibility on you.
Okay. All right. So I'm invisible now, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. All right.
For up to an hour, as far as the spell
Up to
says.
an hour. Okay, cool. I would like to continue down the tunnel and get closer to the voices and see what I can find out.
You're moving through this tunnel and you spot an opening up ahead. You very cautiously approach. You peek around the corner and look down into this chamber that opens up to a feast of flesh. There are many of these reptilian lizard folk chewing on a dead ox carcass, humans, villagers from the town. Some of the lizard folk are massive compared to the ones you've been seeing running around as scouts. And there is a human in the corner, suspended, almost crucified. He's kind of rigged up with trails of blood literally floating out of his body and flowing into canopic jars all around him.
So I'm assuming he's pretty dead.
Not dead, but certainly dying.
Okay.
And he matches the description of Hrothgar the hero of this area.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh no.
But he is strung up and magically being bled out as these very shamanistic-looking lizard folk are chanting around him. The others are just chewing on corpses and feasting away.
Are these corpses exclusively animals? I think I see
No.
a couple of people.
Yeah, there are villager corpses and animal corpses and viscera of nondescript nature as well.
Okay.
So they're eating everything. They're very carry-on heavy. And at this point, because your roll was low, your invisibility got you to be able to see all this safely.
Uh-huh.
You've pushed a rock down, it tumbles into the room, and all of the heads that are buried into carcasses, like they have these really long snake-like necks and bald reptilian heads. They just pull up covered in blood out of the ox and look up at you. And
All right.
they're
Am I
starting
still
to
invisible?
You're still invisible, and they don't get
Okay.
a good, sense of exactly where you are, but there's definitely an approach where they're starting to look that way. They're trying to walk that way.
Okay. I'm going to turn and run, and I'm going to get
Yeah.
back to Devyn as quickly as possible and push him back.
Yeah. So a tiny little invisible pair of reptile claws hits you in the face, Devyn, and starts just pushing you.
Can I, hiss at him just quietly,
Yeah.
come on, let's go?
Okay.
And you scramble out of there undetected, besides, just alerting them a little bit.
Okay.
So you guys are back in the clearing
Okay.
with the table.
I imagine me climbing out of this hole would be
Yeah.
very akin to that scene from Lord of the Rings where they're birthing the Uruk-hai. Where just this huge, gross, brown, slimy humanoid figure just kind of emerges from this hole in the ground. Just pulling myself out of the hole.
Can we, so during all that, I imagine Gall and I were doing something. We probably weren't just,
What were you guys doing?
hey, back in that town when I threw you on that roof. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, a bit dangerous, but
Yeah.
it worked.
So I was thinking maybe we should probably practice that, get good at it. So,
There are no roofs around here. You
there's
understand that, right?
trees. I could throw you into a tree.
Into a tree.
Yeah, you would land on the tree and then you'd stand up there. You can take some shots.
I'm not. These trees are all dead and decayed and dying for the most part.
Well, I think.
If I land on a tree, I'm falling out of the tree. You understand that, right?
No, you'll be fine. And I go up and try to, make sure the tree's steady.
Do you rip the tree out of the ground?
Well, I don't know. I want to see what happens. I want to see if
Wrestle the tree down.
No, I just go and push on the tree to prove that they're steady enough that I could, that we should be able to do this just fine.
Yeah, no, the tree's sturdy.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, I can throw you in the tree and you'll be fine. You're not gonna fall out.
Have you been did you take a little drink with you as we left? You got very drunk last night. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, no, I'm fine now.
You suggesting throwing me at trees?
Look, okay, some people, you ever heard of hair of the dog? The next morning when you have a hangover, you drink some more alcohol and you get better. I got a spear thrown into me. Kind of the same thing. In fact, a little bit more effective. I feel like I'm
Actually,
120%.
if you're trying to make a case, telling me you've just had a spear thrown into you just makes me worry that you're not going to have the strength to do it. You couldn't pick up that table.
You saw me pull that statue out of the tree. Oh, the table. The table is different, though. I didn't hear you
So
say
at
that
this
part.
point, Hobie comes screaming out of the ground.
Just
We're trying to have a conversation.
wild-eyed and insane, just
Okay.
covered in grease and mud.
I'm gonna go and help pull him out of the ground.
All right.
Can you get a grip?
I'm gonna roll for grip.
Roll for grip.
Oh my god, I have a nat 20. So
Do you throw me into the tree?
Devyn's arm gets ripped off.
Oh my god.
wow.
Okay, you very, very much have a grapple on him. You pull him out and can do what you will.
All right, pull him out and set him down nicely on the ground because I have full control over my strength.
Thank you.
And I say, so what happened down there?
All right.
Lizards?
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn back into myself, and
Yeah.
can we assume that I can no longer be invisible?
Does that count as casting a spell?
It doesn't count as
Usually-
casting a spell, so you can stay invisible if you want to stay invisible, but if you'd like to end it, you can also just
I could just break concentration, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I'll just ask him. Can I not be invisible anymore, please?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And then I'm going to allow her to think that she is no longer invisible.
Oh my god.
She's definitely still invisible.
Thank you very much.
I just kind of look at Gall and shrug because I don't know what the hell's happening. I didn't know that they were invisible.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna, because I'm so in a tizzy from what I just saw, why don't I go ahead and relay all of what I saw when I was spying on the lizard people, including the fact that I do believe that Rothgar is in there and that he is dying.
All right, well, there's only one solution for this. Can I assume I have, like, shovels on Ruggles or something? Would I have that?
You're not shoveling out the full path to this place, I can tell you that.
Oh.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, so the two who went down in could tell you that's... You're talking about excavating a forest. You're not talking about, like, just digging a short path, so it's not practical. If you're going to help him, you're going to have to find your way through this forest.
All right.
I guess what I left out of the description of that chamber is that there were other passages, if you look on the map over there, all around that room leading into it. So there are other ways down and into it that the group probably could get through, bigger ways.
All right, I guess we have to figure that out then.
Okay.
So it seems like there's a puzzle at play here.
Now the statue, you said it was reaching out over the table, right?
Correct.
Maybe they're pointing towards something, like the correct path that we have to take. Because there's been a statue in each clearing so far, correct?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and tell us to do that then.
Just
Devyn. I'm not going to figure that shit out.
Hey guys, where's that statue pointing?
At the table, right?
Maybe it's pointing past the table, through the table.
Like when you punch a person, you don't aim at their face, you aim behind it. I like this idea.
Yes, probably. I wouldn't know,
but if you're punching them from the side, you'd miss.
Okay, fair point. All right, look, punch physics aside for now. We should see where these statues are pointing. Maybe they're leading us somewhere.
I see no other reason to deny that opportunity, so let's go ahead and follow that, I guess.
Yeah.
Better than getting chucked at trees.
We'll revisit that
I'm
later.
still mostly naked at this point, though, because I'm still just disgusting, and I don't want to mess up my clothes, by the way.
All right, so I guess we follow where the statue's pointing.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
You have a problem with that?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I do not. Whoa.
You enter into the next clearing from the side that the statue pointed you in and find a ruined campsite here. There is a tent, an old, probably like an old fire that has burned out, some elven structure of ruined walls that looks like maybe the tent was put there just to have some cover on the backside. And basically what you see here is what's there, so.
Can I rip the tent top off?
Why?
Yeah.
I just want to see what's underneath it, so I don't have to crawl in or anything.
Sure. You grab the leathers and skins that make up the tent and tear them apart. And I actually have to give you kudos for doing that, because when you do, you hear a loud trap set off, like a metal jaw just clamp.
Whoa.
Wow!
And shreds part of the tent on the inside, but doesn't catch you for not going in.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Knock, you accidental
Can I
genius.
just like sort of like nod respectfully?
My god, I haven't been giving you enough credit.
Strength finds all problems solvable.
With that, once the trap has set off and you all kind of have your reactions, every one of you needs to make wisdom saves, because a flashing black haze just kind of erupts over the scene. And you catch sight of the very lizard folk from the chamber that
Oh no!
that Era had explored, standing over you as like 12-foot tall figures in the smoke. They have these blood magic circles rolling in front of them, and they are casting some sort of spell on you from afar.
Okay, so my wisdom, I have a 1, so I have a 2. I critically failed that.
Nice.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. I was so caught up in like my excitement for avoiding that trap. No, I was so surprised by that trap that like I missed everything else.
Yeah.
That's probably more like what would happen.
Yeah, I've got that's not bad. I got a 15.
I got 14 plus 1, 15.
Nice.
Looks like that's gonna be a 17.
So looking good for most of you. It's funny enough, Knock is the one who it affects most. So these towering figures appear all around you, these blood raptor shamans.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's what they look like. Cool.
Yeah, they are certainly illusory for those of you who pass the test, but for Knock, you believe it is 100% real. These things are terrifying, and it hits you with a fear effect.
Oh, shit.
You are going to have disadvantage on combat rolls for a time. Bear with me.
These guys look like they're from a Left 4 Dead mod pack.
And then bursting through their illusory form is this massive lizard folk with a great axe in hand, and he hisses out, "Knew someone would be stupid enough to try to save the barbarian. Been waiting for you." And now we'll roll initiative because you're in a fight with a big lizard folk man.
Uh-oh.
He's not very nice.
Okay, I got a 14.
Nice.
14.
I got an unnatural 20.
7.
Okay. I'm going to assume Vaguely has a higher dex, so he'll go first. Technically, you go at the same time, but we'll just turn to Vaguely first.
Oh, I got a 20. Am I not?
Yeah, no, you're first. I'm not talking about that, Hobie. I'm saying just for the two of them.
Okay, all right. Gotcha, sorry.
So Devyn, successfully passing your fear effect, you can identify that these towering figures looming over you are in fact illusory, but that the one who bursts through in like a cloud of smoke is very much not, and you get to react first.
Okay. As soon as he bursts through and looks like he's going to start some stuff,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him. It's like, Cold Blood is stupid! Why don't you evolve like the rest of us, you goofus? And then I want to turn to Era and say, I didn't mean it, I'm so sorry.
I'll just shake my head.
DC 13.
He fails.
Hey! Okay, so that's 1d4 psychic damage, and now he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll your 1d4 psychic.
Let's see, disadvantage on... Yeah, okay, all right. One attack roll, not multiple. That is 1. Aw.
Okay.
Pink.
You give him the tiniest little of psychic damage.
Ow!
And it's enough to
migraine.
just kind of dizzy him, though, and he'll have a disadvantage on his next attack roll, which he takes now. Charging, we get to roll off between a few options here in the front. I just want it to not be Knock. Okay, Era, he is attacking you, the other lizard man here.
Poop.
And he is rolling 2 dice with disadvantage. So he comes in with this mighty swing, and his axe, as he raises it over his head, this great axe, very savage-looking weapon, very primitive, it crackles with what you can only describe as lightning, this sort of electric energy around it. However, I think he's probably going to miss with a 12 to your AC.
Armor class is 12.
Oh, so he hits even with disadvantage. Shit. All right.
Wow.
So he comes in with a big, heavy swing over his head. 13 damage.
Ugh.
Just
Wowza.
across the front of you.
Ooh.
Ow.
All right. Fun.
Yeah. And he hisses and says, "You were on the wrong side from the get-go." And get-go's a really terrible thing for a villain to say, trying to be intimidating. Gall.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Gall, you are up.
Is he close enough for an attack of opportunity if I try and move?
Let's see. Technically, he's in this square right between you all. So yeah, if you can move, but if you break from him, he will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. I'd like to take an action to break away from him so he doesn't do that.
Okay. Where are you going?
I'm just going to try and get just trying to get away, sort of on the other side of him over here.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. So you do a
And then
full
he'll-
disengage, and you manage to get over there, and that is your action. And then we go to Knock. So Knock, you are feared.
Yeah, so I just have disadvantaged, or should I play off the fact that I'm afraid?
Mechanically, you just have disadvantage. So
Okay.
you're still getting to swing at him if you want to swing at him. People who are afraid can still fight for their lives.
Okay,
But you are afraid. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to swing at this guy because he just hit one of my partners. You know, no one's not supposed to get injured. This is all for fun. This is for performance. So I'm going to try to attack him with my Warhammer two-handed, so I'll go ahead and roll once. And yeah, so I'm not going to beat that 4.
Yeah, so you're terrified. The performance is going all wrong, and you just kind of take a step back and swing wildly. You almost hit Ruggles. And,
oh no!
And nothing bad happens there, but you just miss. Ruggles will take off into the corner over here. Thankfully, that bear trap is done. He doesn't trample over the tent and set that off. Era, you are up. You just got a big old slash across your chest. Some magical
sure
lightning
do.
crackling over the wound.
Yeah, that felt great. Those 8 good berries that we found on the table in the last clearing, did I pick those up or did we split them amongst ourselves? Did we decide that?
We
didn't decide.
I imagine that you just grabbed them.
That I grabbed them? All right.
Yeah, the decision is definitely on you because it's based on you're the only one who would know they're good berries.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Then yeah, I
from
grabbed
the
them all.
get-go, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're our berry expert.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and yum down on 7 of those to get my HP back up to 20.
Can we use more like combat appropriate words here? Because like this guy was not super, should have been on the wrong side from the get-go.
I know.
From the beginning, Winnie.
Listen,
I'm going to give you so many ouchies.
I'm the one saying yum, not my character, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, that is not in character. That's just me. Okay, so Era just grabs a fistful of those, stuffs them into his face, his big beaky face.
Awesome.
And I will attack this big shitty lizard man with my breath weapon.
Okay.
Which should do
So I think
2...
you can munch those as a move action, so you can still have an action to attack him.
Yeah,
That should be
which I
fine.
figured I could. So
I have rolled. He came out with less than 10, so you are good to go for full damage.
yay!
On his
All right. So
attack here.
2d6. Whee!
7.
Which gives me 7.
Yep. And your breath weapon, what kind of dragon are you again?
It is. I'm copper, so I do acid damage.
Nice. So you're just belching out a stream of acid at this guy.
Oh, man,
sprays
that's-
over him, melting part of his face away. You've got this, like, his cheekbone is poking through, and he is wounded by acid. After Era, we come back to the top of the initiative for Devyn. New round.
Can I see if Era's particularly injured? I mean, I saw her eat the good berries, but like,
I
how
imagine-
bad is she looking? I guess.
I mean, you can counting, hit points, figure out that she's not that bad off.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm back up
all
to
right.
20. I'm fine.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bane on him this time.
Okay.
So it just makes us harder to hit.
DC 13 again?
Yes.
Then you have him baned.
Sweet.
I'm Baines now.
Oh my god.
You merely adopted the axe.
He's no longer at disadvantage, but he is now going to
Attack
subtract a
by.
D4 from his rolls. Okay.
Cool.
Which is good timing because it is his turn once again. So he is going to turn and split his attack at this point. He's going to swing on Knock.
I'd like to think that my Bane is more or less me just shouting at him and distracting him the entire time. He goes for the
does
windup. Miss it.
miss terribly against Knock, but he gets multi-attack. He will kind of follow through with the swing. He swings, it misses, and he just turns it and comes back across at the Druid Era and still misses. Jeez.
Fuck you!
Because of the Bane. He would have hit for sure if it weren't for the Bane. So it comes wide across you, and you've kind of leapt back and doesn't connect. And he's hissing and spitting now, and he says, "I will not be bested by the likes of you." And we move on to Gall.
He's a very angry fella.
Oh, he's very angry, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and fire a shot.
Okay.
And roll a 12.
Okay, 12 will not hit him, so you
fine.
fire into his back, and his scales are just so ridiculously thick and tough that the bullet lodges in there and does no real considerable damage, you know?
You accidentally fired a Nerf dart.
Yeah. Knock.
Okay, who's actually been doing damage to this guy?
I did some. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to try to see if I can actually hit this guy again. So I'll go ahead and roll both my dice.
Yep.
And a 7 and an 8.
So +6.
Yeah, so that's 13.
Not quite enough. Yeah. So another wild swing. You're still just holding yourself back. You're terrified.
Okay, so I'm going to use action search, and I'm going to say, then I'm going to use commanding strike and say, Era, can you hit this guy, please?
Does your action search with... I think you only give them a weapon attack when you do that, right? You can't give them like a spell.
Action
'cause she hit
search.
him.
Yeah, no, I think it just give them... I let them do an attack with commander strike.
So that might not be the smartest thing for Era,
So
who is more...
maybe use it on Vaguely then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use it on Vaguely.
Call back to last time.
Shoot this! Shoot her! Is what I say because he's a lizard.
Shoot! And then he goes, I'm a man! And then Era and him just share knowing looks like, we both get it all the time, don't we?
Okay, so I'm just rolling as normal.
Yep.
And then you get a plus... What, my superiority dice is a +4, is that what it is?
Damage roll. So he
Yeah,
has
no,
to
it
hit
was
on his
my-
own,
Sure.
which looks good right now. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's over 20.
So which
Yep.
dice is it? Is it the D6?
it's a D8. So this one right
D8.
here for you, for
Okay.
Kyle, roll the D8, and for Vaguely, you roll your regular damage on
My
that.
D10. Yeah, my D10. It's that, and pop.
That is some pretty solid
nice.
teamwork right there.
+3.
Yeah.
That's why I've got a +3 on that.
Yeah, so 18 damage total because of
Heck
Kyle's 5.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Finally.
so you've got that first bullet lodged in there and you're looking at it and you're like, that one really should have done it. And you just line up this second shot.
So wait, no, hold on. This is how it happens. I'm gonna try to pump him like, come on, you can actually do this. You can do this. Shoot him again.
I'm thinking you fire at the first bullet and push that past and just blast him with shrapnel from the first bullet. He howls out in pain. He's writhing, his back inflamed, and he is certainly hurt now. That was all on Nox's turn. So now Era is up.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Okay. Let's see. How close are we together? What is each of these squares?
5. Technically, you occupy a 5-foot square, and so does he. But you
Okay,
guys are
so
adjacent to each other. You're face to face in combat.
Okay, good. I was asking because this spell is a 5-foot radius, which means it'll only hit him.
Oh well, a radius. You could still only hit him, but with a radius, it will basically take up 4 squares.
A 5-foot radius, not diameter. Ah, fuck.
Correct. But no, you're fine. You can still just target him.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you just target the 4 squares that don't include anyone else around.
Oh,
The
fair
3 squares
point.
around him that don't include anyone else.
Fair point. I would like to cast Moonbeam on this guy,
Okay.
which is, let's see, 2d10. Let's see. Just these guys. Boop. And, ooh.
Oh my god.
16.
16.
All right.
Wow.
Cool.
And I assume he's got a saving throw as well.
Let's see. Constitution save.
Okay. Does the Bane apply to saving throws as well, Hobie?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay. Oh no. All right. Well, he came out with basically a 6, so that's not going to help him at all. So he takes the full damage. How much was it again? I'm sorry.
16, I think.
Wow. All right.
He just disintegrates.
Yeah. So the bullet is wedged into his back and explodes. He's like clawing at the pain, trying to dig it out. And he looks up, and this beam of light just comes down from the sky and sizzling cracks away his very existence. And you are left with one dead lizard folk and a pile of ash. He is blasted away. Your fear effect wears off. The illusory lizard folk around the party all hiss and wave themselves away. The smoke clears, and you're back in this clearing with nothing.
Are
there to
you
worry
not
about.
entertained?
Well,
Face me!
it was nice to see that you guys finally did something. I thought I was the only one who did anything in this party, but seems like you don't actually need me. And then I smack Era on the back, friendly like.
Can I just like give him
proud.
a side eye?
I'm really proud of Era. Can you teach me how to shoot that light out of my face like you did?
Only for dragon folk. Sorry.
Oh man.
I'm gonna walk up like, yeah, sorry, man. Mystic arts, but serious though. Can you teach me how to do that? Oh, yeah. Can we check out that axe?
Yeah.
It seems oddly familiar
Oh,
after having looked at
yes, it does.
Yeah. It
Of
might
Hrothgar.
seem like something someone has talked about in the Legends of Hrothgar that you might have
Yeah.
seen maybe somehow.
Man.
It is indeed Hrothgar's savage axe that you have there, and it does sort of, when wielded, crackle with electric energy.
Do you guys mind if I take that? I don't think you guys can lift this thing.
I think it's only appropriate, seeing as how you came out here to kick Hrothgar's ass, that you should have his axe. I think he would want you to have it.
All right, I'm gonna give it back to him unless he wants me to have it. Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
We'll see.
All right, but
Magical
you realize
items are
we
very
have
valuable.
to make sure Hrothgar comes back, because the townsfolk were very pleased with him and not so pleased with you, and I don't think it'll go down well if you turn back with their axe and he's not with us.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Just-
Yeah, we just come out of the woods covered in mud and blood and carrying Hrothgar's axe.
Yeah.
We're the heroes, guys! We did it!
Oh man, what happened that night? I think you guys need to tell me what happened.
We already told you what happened. You decided you wanted to kick this guy's ass.
We were weirdly supportive of it, too.
I mean, we weren't unsupportive.
I mean,
All right, and then I just
I
walk
had
ahead of
ulterior
everybody towards where the
motives,
statue's
okay? I
pointing.
wanted to actually save the guy.
That's true.
I'm just sighing at disappointment in everybody and myself, and walk towards where the statue is pointing, with the axe in my hand.
Perfect, and that's where we'll end then. So we'll pick up here the next time on Instant Roleplay with more adventures in the Elven Burial Grounds.
Wow.